I mean, I could use a margarita right now.
You already got it. Turn me down. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talking Through the Medias, your home for entertainment, news, and reviews by fans for fans. Remember to smash that like and subscribe button. Send in your questions and your comments because we want to hear them. I'm Amy Newman, and joining me today is the elegant Chris Fagan.
Who lied to you today? Elegant. I will not stand here and be accused of such greatness. No way. Hey guys, welcome to the show. I am excited, and you probably already figured out why, and we'll get into that a little bit later. Yes, it is a special day, and it's not because I'm wearing my favorite Spider-Man shirt that's not only aerodynamic, but it breathes. I have a light breeze going through me right now. Don't worry about it. But I am ready to get started with the show, guys. If you want to send us a topic that you want us to talk about, something that's trending out there, don't just leave it up to us to figure it out. If you want to send it to us,
dummies, don't do that.
Email it to us. Let us know what's going on out there. You know, I have yet to get an email yet, but the door is open. I'm waiting.
Do our work for us, guys. We're tired.
We're trying.
We got things to do.
Otherwise, it'll be like a regime, and we'll be the only ones to bring you the topics. But if you guys are ever aware of something that's going on out there that we might not have talked about yet, that's currently going on, and you want to send it to us, email us at mail@t3medias.com, and we will, if we deem it necessary, we will talk about it. But we have a few things that are queued up right now for why is that trending? Hey, I got it right, and we're going to talk about it right now. So, Amy Newman, the amazing, outstanding Amy Newman, what is trending out there right now?
Oh, first off, Netflix is closing in on a deal to buy worldwide rights to Amy Adams' The Woman in the Window from the Disney-owned 20th Century stable. The Fox 2000 adult drama, not that kind of adult drama, is the latest Hollywood studio film to bypass a traditional theatrical release and head straight for streaming or premium video on demand amid the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Woman in the Window, based on the best-selling 2018 novel by A.J. Finn about an agoraphobic child psychologist who witnesses a crime, wouldn't be a fit for Disney+. Directed by Joe Wright, Woman in the Window is the final film from Fox 2000, a label which was disbanded when Disney closed its merger with 21st Century Fox in the spring of 2019. An adult drama.
I saw the trailer.
Agoraphobia after hours.
Oh yeah, it's what I've been waiting for from Amy Amy Adams. I almost said Amy Newman.
Common mistake.
Oh yeah, I see it. Actually, you know, if she dyed her hair, yeah, I could see it. Like,
yeah, she needs to be on that level.
Right. I mean, Oscar winner doesn't matter. This is Amy Newman over here. You gotta recognize. But did you ever see this trailer to that movie, or did you read the book? Are you aware?
No, I did. I did a little digging on it. I feel like I get the vibe of what it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like
it was a good trailer.
I feel like it's not going to be a movie. I feel like it's a good call because it's not a movie where it's like, I really wanted to see that on the big screen.
That's interesting. I mean,
do you feel like it's going to miss something for not being?
No, I think Netflix is perfect for it. But I mean, with the cast, with was it Julianne Moore and Amy Adams? I think
it is a big name.
For the time that it was about to come out, I say this: if this was the normal time, if what's going on wasn't happening right now, this would have been one of those good movies in between all the robots destroying each other, blockbuster summer movies. This would have been one of those good movies to come out like in the fall to lead us into the Oscar baity type of movies that would come out into the wintertime. I mean, if this was normal times, this would have been like. And, hey, let's go check out that Amy Adams movie.
But I feel like there is a degree.
You think what?
Like, we've been talking so much, and I feel like there's so much discussion about how is this pandemic going to affect the movie industry. Right. And I do think there's a degree of, like, yes, there are big names in this movie, But I do feel like it's a movie the vast majority of people would have gone, that sounds good. If I don't have the time, I have no issue catching it when it comes out on Netflix or whatever. So I was actually just talking to someone about, I would not be surprised if that is part of the shift we see, that I don't think the movie going experience is going to be destroyed, but I do think there's a degree of like mid-level movies,
right,
where it's like, I'm not married to the theatrical experience for it. I could see those becoming more and more like a streaming services game, like the mid-budget, mid-level, and then the blockbusters go to theaters. I could see downgrading cinemas where movies of this tier become like a Netflix, Hulu, Amazon.
You're right. You're probably right. Yeah. You know what? As much as I don't want to mention the word COVID and anything like that, it's funny because just a sidebar real quick. Saying that word,
say it'll come get you.
No. You look
in the mirror and say it 3 times.
YouTube will deem this it's almost the equivalent of saying the F word over and over and over again. It'll ding you for it because that's a trigger word that they'll demonetize you on. But I digress. Hey, I was able to throw the phrase "I digress" in there. I think you're right, but I think that this pandemic situation has done something for Netflix that it's evolved Netflix, or the need for Netflix, the way that it would not have happened organically or at all. I think that thing where everybody was saying this is going to kill the movie going experience and streaming is the future and it's probably going to happen sooner than later. I think that this pandemic situation has probably expedited that, and it's like you said, it's not going to kill the movie going experience.
I'll die on the hill that people will always want to go. Like, if you have things like Avengers coming out, if you have big blockbusters,
you want to see that on a big screen.
Nature to want to be in a theater experiencing that with other people.
Right. But if this were to kill the movie going, the theaters, like if AMC was not going to survive this and they had to shut down, and then the movie theaters, the chain slowly had to rebuild afterwards, then yeah. I mean, what you guys don't realize is that if AMC dies, and then all these independent films or independent companies have to slowly try to rebuild all the chains that we used to have and get it back to its heydays. That means that between the time that when it died and to when it ever gets rebuilt again, if it ever does, that means the quality of movies, the big blockbusters, the $300 million budget films, those will be far in between. Netflix has shown us this. You will get a bunch of crap Netflix originals, and then every now and then a big, nice, budgeted, nice, big Netflix original movie, and then after that, then you get crap.
But we have seen a bunch of stuff. Like, it was happening before all of this went down, that things were starting to come out. Whereas, like I feel like the summer the first season of Stranger Things came out, that was the hype.
They spent a lot of money.
That was the hyped up movie of the summer. Like, that was the popcorn. Like, oh, you haven't seen this yet? You've got to see it of the summer. Right. And that was a series. I do think they're capable of it.
And because the way Netflix, I think the way they do it is they judge, is this series or is this original movie bringing us new subscribers? That's how they judge. They don't release how they judge or rate a movie internally.
They don't release their numbers.
They don't release their numbers, but part of it is how many new subscribers came into the fold to watch this original piece, and how
unfortunately that system doesn't account for all the people like scamming their ex-boyfriends, like
right like,
didn't change your password yet,
getting that password and everything. But that's part of the system. And if a certain film, like if for example a movie on the Avengers level were to release on Netflix and it generate 1 million new subscribers, well then then Netflix will probably spend 300 million movies for the next Avengers level kind of type of movie. But if only a couple thousand or a couple hundred new subscribers came in, then they're like, you know what? It's not, we can't justify spending 200, 300 million dollars on a Netflix original. But I mean, guys, I guess long story short, and you should be like, too late. Wear a damn mask, because if we want to see these big blockbuster type movies coming out in the future, they're made for this big screen, because that justifies the dollars that are spent to produce them. Otherwise, we're going to get like lower budgeted type of movies, and they're going to come to the small screen, to the streaming platform. I'm not saying that
like a dude in a Spider-Man costume running around.
Yeah. I'm not, exactly. And he's literally going to make those noises, pew pew. But I'm not saying that the woman in the window is not going to be a good. Movies like the woman in the window will be exactly what we're going to get moving forward if the movie theaters die. They're going to be low budget, but maybe the quality of like the script and the dialogue will increase. And maybe
not bad.
Maybe that's a good thing. But for all those people who like to see things blow up, we got to get this pandemic under control. I'm gonna
go with. I think that's the noise that he should make.
You're still on that. That's the noise that I make. Don't worry about what I mean by that. But anyway, when I saw the trailer,
another topic. I think we need to
talking through the medias after dark. But when I saw this trailer, I was excited. I was excited about that movie. I love Amy Adams, and I really love Julianne Moore. I mean, she's just a goddess to me. But I'm not surprised that it's going to Netflix. But I am excited for it. But I'm hoping that this isn't the sign of the times, and that all these movies are gonna start coming to Netflix, because I want to get back into the damn theaters. But that's just me. But guys, let us know what you guys think about the woman in the window coming to Netflix. Is this a sign that Netflix and Hulu and all these streaming platforms are about to gobble up all these movies that were planned for theaters and are now coming to the small screen and streaming because of what's going on? How long do you think we're going to have to endure this? Let us know in the box below. Comment, and we'll talk about it. We might talk about it on We Got Your Mail. So, Miss Newman, what do we have next on Why Is That Trend? What did I mess up the title again?
Well, so funny. Speaking of Netflix, just this sweet little casual transition I got here. The second season of The Umbrella Academy released at the end of July. So far, it has scored high on Rotten Tomatoes, and fans on social media are screaming for a third season. I assume that just means all caps typing is how you scream on social media. But Chris, you got a chance to binge watch the season. What do you think of Umbrella Academy 2?
Well, Amy, I'm glad you asked. This will be my attempt.
You wrote it in the show.
Yeah, that was in the script. So, I'm like, I need you to enthusiastically ask, hey Chris, what did you think about Umbrella Academy? And I'm gonna
just a question that popped into my head.
Yeah, organically.
I'm
glad you asked. Well, I guess this will be my unofficial like binge review of the Umbrella Academy, because I did get through it. I don't think you've watched Umbrella. Did you see the first season or the second season or any of the seasons?
No, I feel like it's, and this is like really all I have to add to the conversation. Obviously, the second season's great because I like vaguely knew this show existed, but the second season has blown up, and I'm assuming part of that is people have time on their hands to binge watch stuff and talk about stuff. Oh, no. But I also have to assume it's fantastic because
it is fantastic. I can already tell which character would be your favorite character, and that would
is it the Umbrella?
No, what? the guy who
the Umbrella. I assume he's like the headmaster of the academy.
Well, the guy who's the headmaster named it the Umbrella Academy because I think he carries umbrellas a
Josh
lot.
T. Umbrella.
So there was a guy who I forget his number.
It's fine. We don't need to. What do you think of it?
Well, okay. So if without spoiling anything, I guess I'll get into my little review of this season. I saw season 1 and I was blown away. So without spoiling too much, because I would very much recommend you watch this. It is a superhero. There's a superhero TV show, but the way it's done is so brilliant. So it's like an R-rated superhero series, or a team of
you do
heroes.
Know how to sell me on something.
It's a team of superheroes that were they were all born on the same day. They all have like these mutant abilities, and this rich guy adopted all 7 of these children to train them to be heroes to save the world. And there's an apocalyptic event that's about to happen, and it's their job to prevent the end of the world. And by the second season, it felt like the second season was a cookie cutter of season 1. It felt like, okay, we went through all this in season 1. Okay, there's an apocalyptic event again, and these guys have to one person has the ability to teleport and time travel. I don't even know why I did that. He literally has the ability to time travel. But
he just runs really fast, and he's like, it's 30 minutes later than when I started running.
Exactly.
And that's the ability to time travel.
Well, I'll spoil one little thing, but it's right in the beginning of season 1. It's a little one of the kids. He decides that he wants to use his power. He figures out that he can time travel if he concentrates hard enough. He's warned not to, and he does it anyway. And he accidentally sends himself like years way down into the future after the world has been destroyed. And he's stuck in the future for years until he's an old man. And then he finds his way back, but he teleports back in his old, like in his young body. And he's a 70-something-year-old man who teleports back into his 13-year-old body. So he's now trying to save the world and tell his brothers and sisters who also have superpowers, help me, prevent the apocalypse. And so by season 2, it all happens again. Like they all get stuck back in time, and it's an apocalyptic event. The difference between season 1 and season 2 was that they really dove deep in character development and with each character. They touched on a lot of things like the Kennedy assassination. They touched on the civil rights situation. There's a woman that's in the Umbrella Academy who's black, and like for all these characters who get stuck in the 60s when they travel back in time into the 60s, all of them they get separated. They go their separate ways. One of them starts a cult. Using a lot of song lyrics to lead his cult. It's funny. Like it's like, would you tell me more? Teach me your ways. And he's like, don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. And they're like, oh my God, that's so brilliant. And these other characters go here, they go there. But the one character who's a black woman. The one thing that I appreciated about this, they weren't afraid to go to real heavy topics. I mean, she was the only black woman in the group, and what would a black woman be experiencing if they came from 2019 and got stuck in 2060? Yeah. Walk into a diner and it's like, you don't belong here. Look at the sign. Kind of. They went there, and immediately it was a lot of heavy topics, and I love the fact that they really spent a better amount of time and about with the character development and us getting to know each and every character a little bit better than what they did in season 1. They did a great job in season 1, but as with the little time that I have on this show to talk about it, I just want to say that the story development was way better. The character development was way better. As much as I love, if I gave a rating to season 1, I would say it was probably an 8 out of 10. This was higher than that. I wouldn't say 10 out of 10 because I rarely give that rating, but it was damn near close.
Wow.
And if you're not into comic book type of TV shows and things like that, this will still intrigue you because there's somebody that fits your characteristic. If you love action, if you love drama, if you love comedy, no matter what your niche is, one of these characters in this show you are going to gravitate to. And I have a feeling that I know yours, but I'm not going to say it now. I would encourage you to go on Netflix, watch a couple episodes of the first season. If by episode 2 or 3 that you're like, this isn't for me, then it's probably not for you. But I'm willing to put money down that you're probably gonna finish season 1 and 2 within like a week. That's how.
I mean, I know you're not alone in really having enjoyed it, so I will check it out.
Just give season 1, episode 1 a shot. Now I'm gonna go into more depth in this review, but overall, reading the reviews, reading the other reactions and whatnot, and I'm with everyone else in saying that this season is way better than season 1. I loved everything that I saw. I was totally involved from the beginning to end. So I will do a binge review. I think I'll do that tomorrow. And when I was thinking about making this my official binge review, but we don't have that much time. I'm going to get real sweaty nerd about it a little bit later on to that. So I say just go check it out. So let's move on to the next topic. Let's get off of this because I know this was taking up too much time.
All right. And our last topic of the evening, day, whenever you're watching this, time's not real. Mulan heads for Disney Plus in the US and other select countries, as reported on The Hollywood Reporter. In a surprise development, Disney announced Tuesday that Mulan will be offered to Disney Plus customers in the US and other select markets at a premium price of $29.99, beginning September 4th. Yup, Mulan is among a handful of Hollywood tentpoles that have seen their spring and summer release dates delayed several times due to subsequent theater closures. Man, I know it's 2020. I know $30. Like, I know how often I waste $30 on nothing. But, ooh, that just made my butt like, when I heard that, I was like, how much? Like, no. Like, it made me like, and I think it made a lot of people like almost a little irrationally angry. Like, I know my boyfriend did the same thing of like, what? I mean, like your parents already paying for the Disney Plus account we steal. Like,
Trolls World Tour and all the other movies that had to like debut, like these theater home debut, they were like $19.99.
And you were just buying the movie. I think and again, it's like, it's dumb because how often have you spent like $30-$40 on nothing?
Oh, no, you're not buying the movie. It's still technically a rental.
But I'm just saying, like, $30 in this day and age is not an insane amount of money. But I think principle of the matter, it's like, so I have to pay to subscribe to Disney Plus.
Right.
Who pay you $30. Like, I was talking, it's like, I feel like if they did even like hey, since a lot of our movies are getting moved onto this platform, for an extra $5 a month, you can be on Disney like plus, and it's our like premium subscriptions are like, it's this much to get all the like back catalog and then like $5 a month to get. And I feel like people would be less upset about it.
That's a good question. Like I didn't even think about that until you just said it. You have to be a Disney Plus member to even tap into that. You're already paying it's a low price compared to other platforms, but
that's the other
$7.99, I think.
I feel like if they just looked at the numbers and figured out like, hey, if we charge everybody like 10 or 12 bucks a month, we can sort of recoup some of our losses and just sort of phrase it as like, hey, we're getting all this new content on here.
Right.
It's going to just be a little more expensive. And I think people for the most part would understand. I think people like the service enough and the monthly fee, even if that adds up to $30 really quickly, people feel differently about it than feeling like I'm paying to pay more money. to rent.
within a month's time, you're almost paying $40 and I didn't even think about that for the people who are not members of Disney Plus who definitely still wanted to see this movie. That isn't. I didn't even think of that. Like, okay, total different direction I was going to take this whole topic. Now let's go there. Let's spin the wheel. Here we go. Okay. So you're not a member of Disney Plus, but you're a regular moviegoer and you were excited to see this movie. Okay. Now, you not only have to spend your $7.99 or $6.99, whatever it is, to get Disney Plus. Then after you get Disney Plus, you then have to spend $29.99 to get the movie. Now, if you're a person who lives by yourself, you don't have children or whatever like that, you are almost spending $40 just to watch Mulan.
Yeah, I feel like they very much price this for the like, oh, but if you break it down, if you're a family of four,
right?
But not everybody's a family.
I know four,
single people living, and it's not even like, oh, I'll have friends over and have a Mulan watch party, and maybe everybody can, at least bring a beer, a couple beers.
Oh yeah, you're definitely having a neighborhood party.
Right?
Send me $5.
So, yeah, I don't know. On top of that, like, I feel like the live action reboots have been so hit or miss. I know people are kind of excited about this one, but I feel like even ones like Lion King, where everyone was going, this cast is so stellar, this should be great, get a bit of a meh from people. So I'm not paying.
I was expecting this one to be a hit.
But I'm not paying $30 for potentially that.
Now, for the people who are already members of Disney Plus, now then you're thinking, okay, you're probably one of these, you're probably like me. You're in a family. You're going to spend the same amount of money, if not less, just a couple dollars less for taking your whole family out to the theater and watch. And that's probably what they're compensating for. That's why Trolls World Tour was $19.99. The King of Staten Island was $19.99. I thought $19.99 was a good average, because if you're a person,
there's something about that extra $10
that extra $10, it's like,
I think I can just conceptualize like one $20 bill. That's fair, but I gotta start breaking a second bill. No, Disney, you've gone too far.
Some of these families are just a family of three. Like the average ticket price is like $9 or $10. Okay, $30. But Disney's like, no, the average Disney Plus person is probably a family of 6 to 11. And, they're getting a deal. Yeah, if you have 11 children, you're probably getting a sweet deal. But
Disney is really underestimating how much of their market is just sad millennials who want to feel something.
Who just want to, I'm like, I've stayed single.
Better.
Exactly.
I don't have health insurance.
Exactly. And I think they're taking advantage of that. So you're right. Now, we'll get into it. There's a poll that we conducted. We'll get into that later on We Got Your Vote. But yeah, I think you're right. Disney is probably overestimating how many of their subscribers are mostly family, and to their they probably done their research. They probably know the average Disney Plus subscriber is probably a family of 5 or 4 or more. But what about that? What about that single person that loves Disney movies? That isn't subscribed, and it's like
these reboots too. I feel like that is a good chunk of your market of millennials going, I want to see what that. I loved that. Mulan was like one of my favorite movies growing up, but it's like, I'm not going to pay $30. I'll wait to see how the reviews are at the very least before I drop $30 on watching this.
Exactly. I don't know, guys. Let us know what you guys think. I mean, take that into consideration. The whole thing about if you're not already a Disney Plus subscriber, but you're a Disney movie fan and you were looking forward to seeing this movie, this $30, is that fair? I mean, if this was regular times, I know you're in the comfort of your home and blah blah blah, but if this was normal times, you would on average be spending $10, maybe another $10 on popcorn if you chose to go to the concession stand. Most people eat food before going to the movies, go buy the ticket and just watch the movie and then go home.
I carry a purse. There's just all kinds of stuff in there.
Exactly. But I mean, is this
little neat bottles of booze and stuff? I don't do that if the police are watching.
I understand that maybe that extra $10 is to compensate for the fact that Mulan was probably a very expensive movie to make. But if that price tag has to be turning a lot of people off.
Yeah, in
A
fairness,
lot.
it is a definite just kind of rock and a hard place for Disney right now. Like, we cannot release this. We cannot just eat the cost of it,
You're right.
you know?
Let us know what you guys think, guys. Comment below on that one. Let me know if you're are you already a Disney Plus subscriber. If you're not a Disney Plus subscriber, but you're a regular moviegoer, I want to hear from both sides of this. Where you think, is it worth the price of admission? Almost
Plus the fact
$40.
that I was just thinking, it's like, because they did Onward on Disney Plus, but that was like right in tandem with the launch of Disney
Right.
Plus.
Right.
So I know for like, my like household, we were kind of on the fence of like, do we want, is it worth it? And then that dropped and it was like,
Right. I didn't catch Onward at the theaters. And it was awesome to feel like to see it at home, and what I feel like I was getting a great deal.
yeah.
But this is
at
something
this
that this is a
point,
different scenario.
Everybody who would be a Disney Plus subscriber is a Disney Plus subscriber. So they're not even getting that, like, we're launching this kind of with the channel.
Right.
Hamilton, I feel like, probably brought in some new people who might not have subscribed but wanted to see that. So I feel like at this point, it's really like, if you're that big a Disney fan, you already are paying that $8 a month. So we have to tack something on, or we're just losing money.
I mean, is it bait and switch? I mean, technically, they weren't going to. They released Onward early because the pandemic had started in the middle of its theatrical run. If this was normal situations, it would have had its theater. It would have stayed another couple of months in the theaters, and then like maybe 6 months later after that, then it would have been available within your already a monthly subscription for Disney Plus, just like any other movie. But now this is a movie that was meant to go to theaters. It won't be able to now, so they got to recuperate some of that money back. Now, after a certain amount of time, eventually it'll be, quote unquote, I'll put air quotes on it, for free within the subscription.
And that's the thing. I think so many people are just going to go, I'll wait.
I'll just wait. Exactly. Are you? That's the question.
I don't think it's going to be like a water cooler movie where it's like, you haven't seen Mulan yet.
For all we know, maybe it will be. Unfortunately, I'm a film pundit. I'm probably gonna bite the bullet and probably play that $29.99 just so I can get a review on it. If not any other reason, because of the fact that I know a lot of people probably will and probably won't, and this channel might be one of the only ones out there that might get a review. I doubt I'll be able to email Disney and be like, hey, can I get this for free so I can give a review on it? Be like, you only have so many.
Kids, though, like, that does soften the blow a bit. I think the more people in your household want to watch it, the more you can kind of start going, well, I
have kids. I definitely was going to spend $40 anyway. I was going to spend that amount of money anyway going to the theaters. That's why I don't take them to the movies anymore. But for me, it's a deal. But I know for a lot of other households, I mean, especially if you're a guy that goes to the movies by yourself, that kind of sucks. So let us know what you guys think. I mean, on both sides of the aisle, we want to hear about it. Okay. And we'll talk about it on We Got Your Mail. Speaking of which, before we get into the We Got Your Mail portion of this show, the last, I guess, trending topic, I guess it's not really a trending topic. It's just what is it? It's a situation, an entanglement that we're going through with YouTube right now. That fact that we have hit a milestone, thanks to let me put a full screen on her on her because it's all about her. Thanks to this woman right here, we have hit 3,000 subscribers. If you are not, just like a couple of days ago, she was already sending a thank you to our subscribers for 2,900 subscribers, and within a week's time, because of a reaction that she did, we already are over 3,000 subscribers. So we did it. Yeah, that's the milestone that I've been trying to hit for the longest time, and it finally happened. So 3,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for becoming a subscriber. If you remember, this channel started off, it was me, Sean Malloy. Sean is still out there. Sean is just so busy with work and whatnot. He rarely can get on the show, if not at all. I have to time it perfectly for him to be on the show. But you're gonna still see more of Sean. You remember not only Amy Newman, but you also remember Amanda Pearson's been has been a host on the show for a short period of time. She says that she will come back sometime in the near future. We just have this is the timing thing. A lot of the people that have come and gone, I'm gonna try to reach out to them all, see if I can get some people to come back. But for the most part, right now, this is the Chris and the Amy Newman show. Right now, I'll put it to you like this: if I mysteriously disappear, trust me, it was Amy. She found a way to get rid of me. But if that happens, Amy is the person that I trust to carry on the torch of this show. Only if she's willing. This is the person that I really credit for getting us over that milestone. So Amy, what do you think about the fact that we just hit 2,900 subscribers and within a blink of an eye, we're at 3K. What do you have to say about that?
Thank you so much, guys. We super appreciate it. We super appreciate the support. It's been really cool just to really start feeling like beyond just, people are liking and subscribing, seeing the feedback, seeing, names pop up in We Got Your Mail week to week and starting to feel like we're building this community. It means a ton. And I super appreciate in a time that is a little bit isolating and a little bit scary, having something I know I'm going to show up every week and get to talk and laugh and have fun and talk about some silly stuff, and super appreciate it.
And speaking about some more silly stuff, so what I wanted to do was I'm going to run through a couple of quick comments. I know at the end of the show, after we do the trending topics, we cover like one We Got Your Mail. I'm going to do a quick run through. Amy always gets scared whenever I say, let's get through this quick, because that usually means a couple hours with me because I'm so long-winded. But I'm going to try to quickly go through a few of these questions because they're starting to pile up. You guys in the community are really starting to interact with us, and I'm loving it. So that just means I got to do a little recalibrating, a little retooling of how we get your voices out there. So before anything else gets like lost in the cracks and anything like that, I wanted to acknowledge a couple of comments that came through and try to give my feedback. So let's do this quick We Got Your Mail portion of this episode real fast.
It's a speed round.
Exactly. Let's
That's what I'm doing now that we have 3,000 subscribers. I wanted to get like a sound effect board, but I'm poor. So I'm just going to make noises.
What?
Just at random. Like I might just take my webcam into the bathroom and like toilet flush and something, I think it's going to work really well.
Oh.
We got your mail. Pew, pew, speed round. Go for it, Chris.
All right. You want me to do it or
I'll do it.
All right. What was that first? Okay, real quick. The speed round edition. Let's
Speed round. All right. First off, in light of our 3K subs, we do have Marla Hudgens on YouTube who said just subbed. So thank you for being one of the 3,000 wonderful fans.
Yeah, Marla, appreciate you out there. All she said was just subbed, and I appreciate that. You were the 3,000 person. I'm just gonna officially say, Marla, you were the 3,000. Thank you, appreciate you.
Well, your mail for a very special thing. Don't do that. Treebark says these celebrities think they have so much power, they think they can say whatever they want.
I think he was talking about the was that Seth Rogen?
I feel like
that was a Seth Rogen.
I'm trying to put the appropriate stink on these We Got Your Mails. I'm trying to really get it. I'm looking at it as an acting challenge.
I mean,
like Treebark,
Treebark, yeah, technically they can. I mean, Seth Rogen is American.
We can all say whatever we want.
We can say what we want. But we all have the ability to react the way we want. So they say what they want. I say what I want. You get to say what you want, and then people react. That's just the way the world works. I mean,
quite frankly, I think Seth Rogen, if that's in response to like Seth Rogen being really vocal about Black Lives Matter, I think there's a very real I'm going to say what I want. People who kind of get what I'm about and are, on the level, and the people I want supporting me, the type of people I want supporting me are going to respond and like me even more. And I think he just has a definite, he's been very vocal about just being like, yeah, some people are going to react badly. I don't want anything to do with those people.
Yeah. So he was cleaning house. All right. What we got next?
On Instagram, Trinidad the Island Man said at T3 Media's, I was surprised Netflix really did a good job with the new show. That said, I still prefer the classic look of the lions. The modern animation still used is too slick and smooth for my taste, but the stories were very compelling.
I was having a Voltron conversation with somebody on Instagram. I think I messaged you before. I got some a tip on how to grow on the Instagram. I think I sent you a link on that, and they said, every day interact with like 10 people.
Just out there making friends, y'all.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was reaching out to people. I was answering questions and whatnot. We got into me and Trinidad got into a Voltron conversation. So that's what, if that doesn't make sense, that's what that topic was about. I mentioned I love Voltron. I had the green lion as a kid, so that's what that was. So yeah, I
love that. Look at that. The internet bringing people together.
Mm-hmm. The Buck Rogers, I'll grab this one. The Buck Rogers 22 once again. I personally can't stand Kanye, going back to when we were talking about Kanye West. But I hope he does get the help he needs and drop out of the election. He was never in the election, really. I mean, no. I agree. I hope he gets the help he needs.
I am continually proud of the number of people I have seen looking at that situation with just like a lot of sort of class and empathy and just going, this is not a well person. I feel like the heat has died down a little bit. Yeah. And I think that's best case scenario for Kanye and whatever he's going through, that we all can just kind of go, we're going to stop giving you the attention. You take a step back and do what you got to do just as a person. So exactly. Fingers crossed for him. We have Jim Uijivar, and I'm incredibly sorry if I butchered that, saying, could you please react to Bert Kreischer flying dildos?
So this was
I'm scared to Google those terms, but sure, let's go.
That's a comedian.
I do know. I know who he is.
I've seen that clip before. If you haven't seen it,
I just worry typing flying dildos into a search engine.
I am not surprised.
Actually be great. So who knows? Let's roll those dice.
I'm not surprised that you guys love, whether you're a troll that just wants to give her a hard time, or if you're the majority of people who genuinely love Amy's reactions. Here's the thing that I'm loving about Amy's reactions. Amy has been. Let's peel the onion. Let's look behind the scenes here. Amy doesn't get reactions. Like, I don't understand why people like to watch other people react to things. And the second she revealed that to me, I was thinking in the back of my head, people are going to love your reactions because you don't get it. You're not really feeling it. But
I think I'm just so used to people like doing the passive aggressive pause when I try to talk during TV shows. The like, all right, if you're going to say something, what? Like, I've been getting that my whole life. So I'm like, some people are like, she's talking over it. I'm like, this is what I was told to do, sir.
She's like, I don't get it. I'm only doing this for the outlet. But no, but that means you're the perfect person to do, believe it or not, reaction videos are the bread and butter. I need to do more of them, but they have. If you go down the list of videos on this channel and look up the ones that are the most popular, it's all the reaction videos that I've done over the years. I sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But they our core audience loves them, and Amy is uncomfortable with a lot of topics. And trust me, guys, all those suggestions of the ones that that she's probably.
You say I'm uncomfortable with a lot of topics,
like the horror stuff and things like that.
Oh, sure. I thought you meant like flying dildos. I'm like, no.
Oh no, I would never think that you were uncomfortable with it.
I think the weirdest part is like, I don't think people realize, not to be like, but it's like, I am a comedian. I do stand up, and I feel like people are baffled of like, she like gets that it's funny. It's like, right. Yeah, dude.
It's trust me, guys. I mean, Amy, when you would assume that Amy is not like this, or you're gonna assume Amy is this or that when you, but she's. she's always
I
going to
understand I
surprise
give
you.
off the vibe of a Sunday school teacher, but
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's probably what I was thinking. Like she gives off the vibe that she's like a sinister nun. Like, no, when before the cameras are rolling, Amy is. Okay, I won't
that's
tell
my
her.
sinister nun impression. Is that the vibe I give off? Thank you so much.
No, exactly,
Really just the little
that's
self-esteem
probably
boost I need. I was riding a little too high on our 3,000 subs. So
that's pro-
thank you.
and that's probably why your reactions do so well, because people probably are looking at you at face value like she's not gonna get it, she's not gonna get it, and then the second you start rolling, it's like, oh, she does. Y'all trust me, Amy is
That
crazy.
nun has a sense of
She
humor.
is wild and crazy sometimes, but all right, let's just rapid fire. Let's get to the rest. What's the next one?
Round. All right. On Instagram, Dayglow Disaster, aka Violet Femme, says there is that old saying though: a cluttered desk is a sign of genius.
That when I was having a conversation with another YouTuber, friend of John Campion, Mr. Robert Meyer Burnett. He gave I think he took a picture of his studio, and it was a little cluttered and whatnot. And I think I said my studio is the same way. It's cluttered all over. And he gave a compliment. I appreciate the compliment. Was it Dayglow Disaster? Where a clutter desk is a sign of genius. So yeah, if that's true, then my IQ is through the roof. Because did you just look around your place too, or is there a little mess around there too?
Oh, like, is it? I don't know. I'm going through some stuff. So I'm in a temporary living situation.
Right. Sign of genius. What was that old commercial? Real men of genius. You remember that old commercial? It was.
So I was born in 1992.
It was in the 2000s. Get over.
Oh, was it? No, I don't know.
But it was on the radio, so maybe you weren't listening to the radio as much as I was.
The what?
The what? What is that? Is that a podcast?
Is that an iPod somebody programmed? I'm showing my age by saying
iPod, right? Jonas
What
Blaine II comments. I'm guessing Richard Madden for the next James Bond. We were having a conversation, I think, about Idris Elba in one of those videos. Richard Madden. I'm having a brain fart. Who is that again?
He is okay. I didn't watch it. He's on Game of Thrones. He's I think he was like the boyfriend in Rocket Man. If you saw that,
I haven't seen that yet.
He's got the look for sure, but it's just one
I
of
think
the,
I know what you're talking about. You got now he has a short hair. I think he's on an Amazon TV show now, right?
His little handsome face,
Yeah, I think
very much like
he was the king of the North,
right,
wasn't he?
like what?
Wasn't he the king of the North? I think on Game of Thrones, I believe that's what his. Wasn't he the one who died in the red wedding or something like that? I think that was him.
My dude, I have zero idea.
You haven't watched Game of Thrones?
I did not watch Game of Thrones, and you know what? Now I'm never gonna, because everybody was like, "We're done with that show."
That's one of those shows when you tell people you haven't seen it, they're like, well, "You haven't seen Game of Thrones? What are you trying to say?" I'm like, "Well, based on."
But now I feel like everybody's just like, "That's fine."
I guarantee you will watch Game of Thrones one day.
He was Robb Stark on Game of Thrones.
The King of the North.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like, I don't know. I see that and I'm just like, you're probably right, but I'm like kind of disappointed.
You're gonna love it.
Like, do anything different. You know, it's 2020.
Right.
I am curious if some of the I feel like just over the last couple months, there's been so much push for more diversity in casting and more, So I'll be curious if that has any bearing on.
He may be a future James Bond. Maybe in 15 years. Maybe.
Anurag GT49 said regarding Umbrella Academy 2, T3 Media's, yes, I did. It took 8 hours.
And sad face. Yeah, I asked him if he binge watched it in one sitting. He said, yeah, 8 hours. Took him 8 hours. He watched it, I guess, from the debut and just crushed it. It took me like 3 days. That's right impressive. There. I used to binge. That used to be the thing on the channel. I would try to catch it right when it debuted at like 2:00 in the morning and watch it till the sun comes up and then immediately get on camera. But then I turned 40 and I'm like, no, not doing that.
Yeah. I just am a baby and cannot stay up past 11 o'clock.
Past your bedtime.
It's past my bedtime. No, that's not true. I can stay up late if I'm doing something. This is a tangent. I can stay up late if I'm doing something, but the second I'm watching something, out.
Gone.
I've seen the first half of so many movies. And then like I'll go months being like, and yeah, I have to finish that sometime. And I don't. So anyways, fun fact. Tree Bark Juan says Origins is so good and definitely worth watching.
Juan Origins is we were having a conversation.
Oh, that's part of that. I see.
Yeah, we're talking.
Juan Origins
about the
I'm hipping with it.
The Ring versus.
This is why people think I'm done.
What was it? Ring versus the Grudge.
Yeah.
Netflix has Ju-on, which is the Grudge origin. So I guess it's the beginning of the how the Grudge started. And I think it's the Japanese version. That's why it's called Ju-on. So he says it's good and definitely worth watching. Okay, I'm convinced. I'll start watching it this week. I don't know if I'll give a review on it or not, but since I've been into the Grudge and stuff lately, I'll
you gotta have something just for you, Chris.
It's for me. It's for me. I'll keep it close to my heart. But yeah, that's the rapid fire real quick for a couple of the messages for you guys that are contributing to the channel. Thank you guys. Remember, if you want to send us any trending topics that you want us to cover, email us mail@t3medias.com. And if you want to just send a comment, question, concern, you want a complaint, that was funny when you said you want to complain, and people really did. They sure did. They do. And I love it. I'm right there with you guys. I hate me too. Yeah. My mic is too low. Sorry, I'll fix it later. Sorry.
Yeah. Because my friend recently said it's like, y'all can hate me, but no one hates me more than me. So like, have at it, I guess.
I know, right? But that's
you don't like me? Try living up here for a day, pal.
Exactly. I'm my own worst.
Did I talk too much over your stand up?
Did I miss a joke? Did I miss your favorite joke? But we'll get into that later, guys. But that's it. That's the show, guys. Thank you again Thank you for 3,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys. I'm definitely blown away. That's a milestone that I've been hoping to hit, and we finally did it. So you guys are obviously telling us we're doing something right. We'll continue doing it. We'll take your suggestions. Anything you want to say, remember, you can send it to us at T3 Medias on our social media. Let me wrap it up real quick. That's the show. Thank you guys for watching. Just tell us if you like what you saw. Let us know. Support the channel. Become a subscriber. Send us your likes. Send us your questions, your comments for us to read on We Got Your Mail. And you can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, or at T3 Medias. I am Chris Fagan. If you want to follow me, you can find me at Chris Fagan 1980 on Instagram and Twitter. I want to thank you, Amy. If you want to tell everybody, where can they find you?
Thank you for having me, Chris. I'm Amy Newman. You can find me at amy.n.newman on Instagram, at amy_n_newman on the Twitters, and ruining your favorite stand-up set just whenever I get the chance. Just for shits and gigs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for shits and gigs. And then guys, remember, Talking to the Medias was filmed in front of a live studio audience of Muppets that I hand make myself. So yeah, enjoy. Now, if let's just move on. We're gonna wrap the show up, and and we'll talk to you guys later, guys. Hey, appreciate it again. Thank you guys for 3,000 subscribers. That is awesome. Keep up with us in the community and let us know what you guys want to see. Until next time, guys. Peace.
Take it to that position.
When I did that, was that too much? Did I violate? Stuff like that.
Oh, I don't think that's ever happened to me. I don't think any guy that I've been with has ever recapped. They'd be like, wow, that was amazing. But